What we see on the earth is disappointment. What we see on the earth is discouragement. What we see on the earth has the ability to make us believe that God is handicapped. And if anybody is going to bear relevance in time, it's not because they have a good name. It's because they understand the operation of the Spirit. Everyone that strikes a chord in time actually journey beyond time. The infirmity of mankind is so heavy that it has the ability to limit mankind the privilege to be able to take a flight to a place of advantage. The way God designed mankind, it was intentional so that no man can succeed by his own terms. It's not given to anyone to order his steps to direct his life. God was so wise to ensure that he hid infirmity in the lives of men, that the best among us, all what we see is carnality. The best among us lack the ability to be able to represent God. The best among us lack the ability to be victorious over the situations of life. The best among us lack the ability to be able to order his lives. So if anybody is going to bear relevance in time, it has to be that who has been able to look beyond time, look beyond the system of the earth, and beckon upon another realm beyond here, and seek partnership with the immortals for him to be able to give an advantage beyond the infirmities that becloud mankind. Whatever mountain you feel you are called into, whatever sphere you feel you want to go and influence, there are already giants in those mountains. And there is no way you are going to have a voice, neither be able to bear relevance there until you understand what they know, or being able to come with a different system of civilization. But the problem is that most times we don't remain within the crucible of building and equipping sufficiently well and obedient for us to be able to be given a horn of authority that has the ability to break through the horns of darkness. The devil will not just clap for you to be succeeding in life. The devil was designed strategically as a limiting factor, as an inhibitor to be able to truncate the affairs of man. The Bible speaks about him. He said, the thief cometh not but to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But I have come that ye may have life and have it more abundantly. The job description of the devil is already stated. And it was strategically designed, targeted towards mankind, that his job is to destroy mankind. But there is a remedy. The remedy there is that a personality came that gave life abundantly to ameliorate the effect of that darkness that has been beclouded. And anybody that does not subscribe to that operation does not have the capacity to be able to resist the operations of the devil, no matter how wise you think you are. And that is the reason why we beckon upon God all the time. Weep and cry, pray as though we don't know what we are doing. And sometimes when you begin to pray and call upon the Lord, people look upon you and look at you like something is wrong with you. And they don't know that after 5 years, after 10 years, they will now realize they are the ones that are not wise. Because the way of this kingdom is that you don't evaluate a man according to an instantaneous parameter. No, you give him time. And after a while, you evaluate. In the next 10 years, we are going to see who actually make the right decision. Because there is one that forsake mother, father, house, and everything, and pursue the Lord. While there is another one that is chasing things, and is moving here and there, trying to be able to organize life for himself. And after 5 years, the person pursuing things end up getting nothing. And the other one that forsake everything, that passed through the corridors of life, now return back with everything. I want to let you understand that your advantage may not be in the degree. I was speaking to some students in Federal University Lafia, and I told them, I said, if you step into campus the very first day you came into campus, and that same day you were distributed certificate, and they gave you the designation of first class, that doesn't mean your life has changed. As you are now, even if they give you certificate, take first class in biochemistry, you will still realize that the same infirmity that has kept you in this level will still remain there. That doesn't mean that suddenly there's a miracle that's happened. Because suddenly you join the bandwagon of everybody looking for a job. And the funny part is that just because you had the first class, when you go, they will still ask you, do you have working experience? It then means that even the society right now in themselves, they are tired of all of us. So we must be able to look beyond that and have an advantage. So that it doesn't matter the class of degree you graduate with. By the time you enter into the society, grace begins to speak for you. And that is the reason why you are a called out one. You are separated. The reason why you are a believer is because there is an advantage beyond what you have in the flesh. As good as it is, until God breathes upon it, it will still be a disadvantage. That returns us back to your team. The outpouring of the Spirit. It is almost impossible for anyone to receive the help and the supply of God except by His Spirit. And if there is anything you do that the Spirit of God has not breathed upon it, it will still fail. That is what I'm trying to drive at. Whatsoever you think is your qualification, your advantage, if you cannot add spirit and life into it, it is still dead. And so at the tail end, those that society measure them and say they should be failures, according to their parameters, begin to excel in life. And those that it looks as though they should excel may not even be able to keep their life. Because after 2 years when they graduated, they died. With all their qualifications, another person suffered so much. And yet again in his suffering, he begged for death. Death cannot take him. One journey in life, one was chasing things and neglected that there is a equalizer referred to as death. What I'm trying to let you understand is this. Until you hold on to God, failure will be your designation. It doesn't matter whatsoever you call your name is. Everyone that has excelled in anything, I'm telling you the truth, there is always God at the beginning of everything. And that is the reason why the Bible speaking said, until the Spirit be poured upon us from on high, that wilderness designation will remain a wilderness. But when the Spirit comes, that wilderness become a fruitful vine and a fruitful field. I trust God that this night, within the few moments that we have, we are going to be so dependent upon the Spirit of the Lord and cry and say, oh God, let your Spirit infuse my qualification, infuse my certification, infuse my wisdom, infuse my ideas, infuse my creativity, so that by the Spirit you begin to do the things that normal men cannot do. You can never underestimate the power and the capacity of a man that knows the Spirit of God. You can never measure him, because you will just think you know the man. Give him after a while, you don't know him again. Your advantage lies in the Spirit. As good as all the advantage in the flesh, they may fail you in the days of adversity. From the book of Genesis chapter 1, the Bible speaking, saying in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the heavens, voice of the waters. And God said, let there be light.